Victimology, Theories and Applications, Chapter 16, Other Forms of Victimization. Case example, doctor's testimony leads to wrongful conviction. Dr. Charles Smith is shown in the photo. Coroner review of 45 cases of testimony on shaken baby syndrome leading to conviction. Review determined that Smith made questionable conclusions of foul play in 20 cases, 13 of which resulted in criminal convictions. Robbery and theft. Robbery, taking or attempting to take anything of value from the care, custody, or control of a person or persons by force or threat of force or violence and or putting the victim in fear. Larceny, also called theft, taking a person's property without the permission of the property owner or possessor of the property but does not involve threat. Burglary. This chart shows U.S. burglary rates from 1973 to 2009, and the data comes from the Bureau of Justice Statistics. Burglary is the uninvited and illegal entry into a person's property, cargo container, or any other vehicle or vessel. Home invasion. Forced entry into a home for the purposes of robbery, rape, or other criminal activity. Relatively new threat. In Florida, in 1993, home invasion robbery, a first-degree felony even when no weapon is used. In Connecticut, in 2008, home invasion robbery to first-degree offense. Carjacking. In 1992, federal statute came into effect that criminalized carjacking in the United States. 40% increase per year between 1987 and 1992, and in 2003 it was estimated to average 49,000 per year. In Louisiana, 1998, shoot the carjacker law extended the defense of habitation law to justifiable homicide. Workplace violence. Workplaces with highest death rate by homicide rates are taxicab establishments, liquor stores and local bars, gas station and hotels and motels. Job categories with the highest risk are police officers and sheriffs, security guards, and jewelry store owners. Risk management in the workplace. Policies regarding violence, threats, misconduct, weapons, intimate partner violence, and bomb threats. A system for reporting, investigating, assessing, and managing all threats, misconduct, and inappropriate behavior. Access control, a security plan and procedures, pre-employment screening procedures, a drug-free workplace, an employee assistance program, critical incident response procedures, and training of all employees in their roles in each of the above. Victims of terrorism affects large percentage of population. People who lived or worked near Ground Zero witnessed the attack, knew a victim, or knew a recovery worker revealed symptoms including somatic response, including stomach pain, back pain, headaches, dizziness, and cardiac, depressive symptoms, anxiety symptoms, including concentration difficulties and arousal. Victims of the justice system, victims of wrongful convictions, or victims of racial profiling and disproportionate penalties. Victims of corporate crime. Table 16.1, victims of corporate crime, taken from your textbook, includes victim, the government, examples, tax evasion by corporation, and fraudulent billing for services such as by consultant or construction firms. Organizations. As a victim, examples, embezzlement, employee theft. Victim, investors and savers, examples, cheating of investors through bogus trades, insider trading, kickbacks, and falsified reports. Victim, consumers, examples, deceptive advertising, deceptive mortgage and lending practices, internet telecommunication and mail fraud. Victim, employees, examples, refusal to pay fair wages and benefits, neglect of health and safety regulations. Victim, the public, examples, environmental contamination, including illegal emissions from industry, farming and transportation, littering, waste dumping, the pollution of land, water and rivers, and noise pollution. Racial profiling and disproportionate penalties. Racial profiling, any action undertaken for reasons of safety, security, or public protection that relies on stereotypes about race, color, ethnicity, ancestry, religion, or place of origin, or a combination of all of these, rather than on reasonable suspicion to single out an individual for greater scrutiny or different treatment. Overrepresentation in the criminal justice system, and fuels distrust and alienation. Wrongful convictions, Table 16.2, taken from your textbook. Eyewitness misidentification, faulty or inexact science, false or bad scientific testimony, false confessions, misconduct in the criminal justice system, paid informants or witnesses, and bad legal representation. Data from Innocence Project, 2008. That concludes this narrated PowerPoint presentation.